going on, people? It's the Xbox 448, and today I decided to make this video about the true benefits of the Xbox One X. You know, there's been a lot of shit going around in terms of frames per second, native resolution, and stuff like that when it comes to this box, and I just wanted to put out there some of the actual benefits of this system. Now, I'm going to start with native resolution here. For people who are into that whole native resolution, you know, the jump to 4K, it's been building and building year after year, and it's pretty much going to become the norm in everybody's house. You know, people are going to have 4K televisions, and I relate that jump to the jump from the standard definition to HD, which was, you know, even the 720p televisions and stuff. It was a pretty big jump. But I'm not really into native resolution, alright? So, with that being said, you know, people have brought up this thing called checkerboarding. And, you know, there's people on the Xbox side that are bashing checkerboarding. They're bashing it, you know, when it came to the PlayStation Pro. And here's what I gotta say to these people. When it comes to native resolution, yeah, it's cool when, you know, the Xbox One X does come out with a 4K native game. But when it's all said and done, I've been an owner of the Xbox One since launch, and it never bothered me to see, you know, a 900p game or anything like that coming out for the Xbox One, because I knew it upscaled to 1080p. So that wasn't a big deal for me, okay? So it shouldn't be a big deal for you guys, for people who have previously owned, you know, the launch Xbox One and stuff like that. When it comes to this checkerboarding and stuff, I know we've heard a lot of shit, you know, the last 3 years when it came to the Xbox One and native resolution and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, let's not flip to the other side. Let's not be the people that we were fighting against, you know, the last 3 years. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. When you're looking at 1440p upscaled to 4K, that's awesome. The thing I have about the Pro is the sacrifice in performance, the dropped frames, screen tearing, any of that stuff that happens with these games just to achieve that checkerboard 4K experience. So that's why I feel the PS4 Pro is a cash grab. We have 3 PS4s in the house right now. 2 of them are the vanilla PS4s, and 1 is the Slim, and our oldest son actually has the Slim. I needed the regular PS4 because I need the optical output cable. I needed that outlet, you know, to plug into my soundbar or whatnot. So, with that being said, when it comes to native resolution, guys, don't even worry about it. Xbox One X is going to have more native 4K games, but even, you know, with the developers that are saying that they're going to do 1440 with checkerboarding on the X1, we didn't worry about that shit before. We shouldn't have to worry about it now. That's the way I feel about it. But even when it comes to these lazy developers, I made my own segue on my video. That's freaking awesome. But when it comes to lazy developers, guys, you got to remember, if they're just going to do the exact same thing between the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, we're still getting the better of the 2 titles. We are still getting the better performing game out of that. And it's just because of the absolute power underneath the hood of the X1. If they do everything straight across the line and you get the identical game on the PS4 Pro compared to the One X, just because of the power underneath the hood, you're going to have faster load times. You're not going to have frames dropping. You're not going to have any type of screen tearing. It's just going to be a better overall experience. Now, for people who are arguing, is it worth $100 more or whatever, it is for me. Alright, because not only that, a lot of these games are going to use the PC assets when it comes to the textures and the lighting and everything like that. It's going to make the games look that much better. But for those developers that decide they're not going to do anything, they're not going to take advantage of any of the power of the X1, guess what? You can't, because the power underneath the hood, it's automatically going to make the load times faster. You know, Xbox did something absolutely genius with creating a cache within, you know, the memory that the developers don't use, and just with that alone, the system will automatically load the game faster, will let the game run smoother, it'll perform better on the X1. And guys, that's just straight facts. So for all these people who are like, oh, it's not worth $100 more or this and that, the Pro does the exact same thing. Even if the game is made identical between the two systems, Xbox One X will have a clear advantage just because of the power underneath the hood. And that's the way it goes, guys. I mean, this is not going to be a long video here. This is pretty much what I'm summing up in a nutshell. The Xbox One X will perform better. Alright, as usual, guys, hit up the comment section. I want to see what you guys think about this. Do you see what I'm saying? That with the power underneath the hood, even if they make the games absolutely identical, it's going to run better on the Xbox One X. Not only that, with the power underneath the hood, when developers decide they're going to do this, they're going to use the PC assets when it comes to the texture and the lighting and whatnot. Make a truly beautiful game. Guys, I am completely excited for the Xbox One X. I hope you are too. I have a feeling this is going to bring, new players, new gamers to the Xbox One, and then they get to, check out the exclusives and everything that they have missed out on. It is a really good time to be an Xbox gamer. Don't listen to what, people on social media are saying. Half of them don't even, read properly and can't even, tweet out properly. So it is what it is. But as usual, if you like the topics, you like the gameplay, definitely hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. But as for now, this is the Xbox 448, and I am definitely signing off.
Wonderland's shattered. It's dead to me.
Your preference does signify.